Hello, welcome everybody at TNV Academy. Today I will explore one more new topic that is kitchen safety hazard. So what is kitchen safety hazards? No one likes to cut a finger on a knife, get burned or slip and fall. Most of us, however, have had one or more of these accidents. Safety in the kitchen means using precautionary methods in the kitchen to prevent an accident. Most accidents in the kitchen are due to carelessness. It's keeping your kitchen accident free as you cut, chop, slice, dice, mince, mix or perform other kitchen related duties. So following kitchen safety rules can help prevent accidents that might lead to pain, discomfort from cut, bumps, bruise, burns, disruption in work schedule, holiday plan and social life. Are kitchen accidents really preventable? Yes, all accidents are preventable and it's parts of your job to help prevent accident from occurring by using equipment the right way, following instruction from your supervisor at all times, not taking shortcuts or engaging in fun, wearing protective clothing when required. Major injuries observed in kitchen operating in hotels, catering, restaurants. Cuts, slip, trips and fall, burn, electrocution, fire, lifting, pulling injuries, equipment injuries. So protect yourself from cuts and bruises. This is the most common type of kitchen injury, but you can avoid them by being extra careful with keep knife sharp. A sharp knife is safer than a dull one because it requires less pressure and it's less likely to slip. Using a cutting board, do not cut against a metal surface. Place a damp towel under the board to keep it from slipping. Pay attention to your work when using a knife or cutting equipment. Use knife only for cutting, not for such jobs as opening bottles. Don't put knives in a sink, underwater or any place where they cannot be seen. Store knives in a safe place such as in rack or when not in use. So cut prevention. So always what is the best practices for storing of knife? Do not store your knife inside the drawer. Always store either wall-mounted drawer inserts or magnetic knife bar. And now it is again another example. So whenever you opening your cans, do not use the knife because edges of tin or aluminum cans can be very sharp after opening. Do not use knife for opening of can. Always use the can opener. So to prevent any injury on your hand. And so while you are cutting in the kitchen, so always use cutting board or PPE or to prevent any injury to your fingers. And be sharp always whenever you are using the knife for cutting, so always use the sharp knife. A sharp knife is safer than a dull one because it requires less pressure. And use a claw grip technique when chopping or dicing food item to prevent injury on your fingers. So sharp knife is always best because it is a more efficient and dull knives are dangerous. So wash knives separately. Do not let them hide while soaking in a soapy water. Pass the knife to another person by laying it down on a sanitized surface and allowing them to pick it up. Carry a knife with the point down and slightly away from the body. Only use knives for their intended purpose. Now slip, trips and falls. In the kitchen, hazards such as physical obstruction and poor flooring may lead to slip, trips and falls. Good work practices to prevent slips and trips. Wear slip-resistant shoes, clean up spills immediately, use warning signs for wet floors, keep walkways in good repair and free of tripping hazard, replace mats when worn, ensure adequate lighting at all work areas, use ladders in accordance with safety instruction. So while you are working in the kitchen, so avoid to stand in the wet floor. It causes the slipping and it will hurt on your body part. So if it is a wet floor, so always put the caution at the wet floor. And if you can see dry floor is the safest for working. And here is also for some example preventing slip, trips and falls. Like clean all spills immediately and remove obstacles, cover cords and cables that cross walkways and keep working areas and walkway well lit, replace burn out light bulbs and faulty switches, secure mats, rugs and carpets, spread grease absorbent compound on oily surfaces, always close file cabinet or storage door, etc. So now again that is a electric shock. Electric shocks are genuine hazard in commercial kitchen due to number of appliances in use, faulty equipment or wiring, improper use or exposure of machine or its connector to liquid, moisture or heat can create a shock hazard. Staff should be aware. Do not overload electrical system by using adapters. Do not use faulty equipment with damaged power cord. Do not plug in equipment with wet hands. Report faulty equipment. Preventing electric shock. Unplug any electrical appliance like a toaster before removing food or object that have become stuck in the appliance. Unplug electric appliances from the outlet by grasping the plug, not the cord. Keep cords away from the heat sources or from hanging over the edge of counter. Dry hands completely before operating electrical appliances. Electrocution. So these, if you see the picture, so here is some wrong practices while handling wire and cord. And always keep wet hands away from the electrical outlets and do not touch any damaged wire. Next is burns prevention. Use pot holders. Never use towels or aprons to remove hot dishes from the oven. Keep pan handles turned inward on range. Keep handles secured tightly. Tip lid away from face when lifting of pan. So here is also some pictures of the burns. So always use oven gloves while handling the hot objects. Don't handle any hot objects without any gloves, so it can lead to injury on your hands. And do not use towels, cloth for holding hot objects, and always use heat-resistant gloves and tongs. And while cooking anything inside the pot or pans, so turn the handles of pots and pans inward, so you cannot knock them off and spill something or burn yourself. Next one is lifting, pulling and pushing. Carrying, lifting, pushing and other manual handling work can, if not done safely harm the body's muscular and skeletal injuries. Use mechanical methods of moving heavy and bulky items such as trolley or lifting devices when possible. Seek assistance for heavy or awkward objects. Use carts to move heavy products from storage, coolers and freezer. Do not lift, push or twist beyond your limits. Risk assess prior to manual handling task. And procedure for safe lifting heavy items. Keep the load close to your body. Have a firm grip. Adopt a stable position, back straight, leg shoulder width apart, etc. Test the load. If it is too heavy, do not lift. Clear your path away. Use trolley, cat trucks and other equipment to help. So this one, if you see, here is some example for safe lifting of the tip. So here is also example like it is a wrong lifting and this is a correct lifting. And here is also some example how to efficiently protect the back when lifting. So this is a correct way how to lift the object and this is a wrong way, it can hurt your back. Next one is equipment injuries and safe handling. So proper use, maintenance and storage of kitchen equipment can significantly reduce the risk of accident. Never operate kitchen equipment unless you are properly trained. Always read and follow the manufacturer's guideline. Regularly check equipment for sign of wear and tear. Turn off and unplug machinery before cleaning or servicing. Regularly inspect the cords of electrical appliances for any sign or damage. Clean appliances after each use to prevent the buildup of grease and food particles which can cause the malfunctions or fires. All dangerous parts to machinery suitably guarded. Post sign to remind workers of hazards such as unplug machine before cleaning blades. So here is an example like do not open or put your hands into operating machine or stir contents or guide food. Make sure you are using any machine guarding that is provided to prevent access to cutter blades. Do not bypass safety guards. So always whenever you are handling any machines, so there should be safety guard to prevent injury to your health. Now again there is again example. So always unplug the mixture before inserting or ejecting beaters. Make sure the processor is off before opening the lid or adding item. So always check the machine whether it is on or off. So whenever you are handling anything, opening the lid or something, so always switch off the machine. and use equipment safely. When plugging in or unplugging an electrical appliance, grabs the plug and not the cord. So always grab the plug with the hand, not the cord. And when your machine is not in use, so always unplug the equipment. Finally, conclusion, by incorporating these safety measures into daily routines, we can significantly reduce the risk of accident and injuries in the kitchen. Continuous education and awareness about the kitchen safety are vital for maintaining a hazard-free cooking environment. Thank you for your attention. Let's commit to making kitchen safety a priority in our organization. Stay vigilant, practice safe habits, and make the kitchen a safe place for everyone. Kindly do share this video to your friends also.